What's up YouTube and Multitool people? I'm Joe, you're watching my channel Ink&Iron, and today I'm going to compare the blades on the SwissTool Spirit X and the SwissTool Spirit MX up here. The blades are different. The MX features a one-hand opening blade, while the regular Spirit X has the nail nick two-handed opening feature for its blade. There are several other differences which I just want to go over. So at first glance here, let's just get an overall look. Here's the SwissTool Spirit X blade, very traditional looking Victorinox blade. We do have a full height flat grind, as you can see, near mirror polish. You can see me over here, hello. It does have a nail nick at a far point on the blade to give you enough leverage to actually open it. On the reverse side, there is no nail nick. It is just that very nice polish, and it does come to an edge bevel. I believe I have sharpened this, and I have also used it, as you can tell by the various scratches along the blade surface. So yeah, I have some experience with both of these blades. Here's my newest multi-tool, and it looks like I have used this blade a little bit harder. That's not surprising given the one-handed opening feature. I've been really enjoying it. You can see it's a singular piece of steel that is actually turned up from the blade, right? From the blade stock, it is actually projecting out. There is a difference in grind here, which we'll go over. We have that same mirror polish, no nail nick at the end, and the same locking feature, although we are on the opposite side. Right, this one's on the exterior, and this one's on the exterior, but on the other side. The MX here is next to the scissors, and the Spirit X is next to, I didn't check actually, the saw. Okay, there's one difference. They may be different lengths. In order to check for this, I'm going to bring out my trusty Chinois 150 millimeter rule. Used one of these back when I was doing aerospace grade manufacturing for a company that I won't talk about right now. Anyway, let's take a look at this blade length here. I am going to call that, I think, 70 millimeters, maybe 69 technically to the very crest of the handle here. But let's say the original Spirit X has a 70 millimeter blade. And just from just eyeballing it, I thought this blade was a little bit shorter on the MX. So let's actually get a read on it. It is indeed shorter. Okay. How much shorter? It is maybe 65, 66 millimeters. Okay. So pretty hard to tell when they are right next to each other. But yeah, clearly one is longer than the other. Oh, there we go. If we butt them up just like this, I didn't even know I could get them this close. So there you go. Yeah, you can see that little, about a 4 millimeter difference. Okay, well there you have it. And then the final point I'd like to make here is this has a full flat grind all the way down, and this one does not. This one's sort of a saber grind. Like if we cover up the blade right here, you can see there's a steeper grind here from about midway down, and then it sort of veers off and becomes a full flat grind at the end. But I was wondering why it's ground like this. My original theory was that the one-handed opening mechanism was formed before the blade grind went in, meaning that if we hold the blade like this, so my theory was that they had to come in and grind with a flat piece of machinery from like this direction, right? But that would only explain the very edge bevel. This bevel is in fact would intrude on this one-hand opening mechanism. So I'm not really sure why it's differentiated. Another thing I noticed is that if I overlay the ruler, right, it's basically a straight grind. So whereas this one, right, we could take the ruler and lay it flat and it would go across in a perfect parallel to the center of the blade. Whereas this one, if we lay the ruler flat on the blade grind, kind of veers off, right? Kind of cants out at an angle. It's kind of hard to make out when I'm this close in the video, but yeah, it kind of goes off in a different direction. So I'm not totally sure why the grind does this. If anyone knows, please leave me a comment. And then I think the last thing we'll do here, we will take some behind the edge thicknesses just for due diligence. For my behind the edge thickness measurements, I'm going to use a pair of digital calipers. These are lovely. I use these in a lot of my videos. These are Whitworth brand. I think I got them on Amazon back in the day. And yeah, this little bit fell off, so I had to resecure it. But these are pretty accurate. It's the best I've got. So let's start with the SwissTool Spirit X. It's about 0.41 millimeters at the very end, and let's go towards the tip and see if it gets narrower. Now about the same, 0.42. At a difference of 0.01 millimeters, I will chalk that up to human error. I believe that this bevel stays consistent all the way across. So now the Spirit MX. Alright, I am reading 0.51 millimeters, and then if I had to guess, this is closer to 0.41, 0.42. Okay, so yeah, the edge bevel is a little bit fatter back here than it is at the tip, so there really is a differential grind from the back of the blade to the front. Alright y'all, thank you for joining me on this little comparison of these two very, very similar multi-tools. If you'd like to see more about these, I have videos of both of these tools on my channel. I also do EDC stuff. I haven't talked about my chinois ruler, but I could. I've got a collection of knives, and I have definitely been holding out on people, so I need to get a little bit ahead on that. I also do fountain pens and typewriters and EDC gear, so if you're into that kind of thing, stick around, like, subscribe, do the things, and yeah, it's been great. I will catch you on my next video. Bye.